What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Platinum Auto Lounge. My name is Chris. I'm your host, and we have my co-host here, Rob. He'll be introducing himself here in just a sec. Just to briefly introduce our channel and what we're about. So we're an automotive repair facility. We also dedicate to detailing and offer a luxury concierge service in the greater Orlando area. And what this channel is mostly about, and all of our content, you'll see at the top of our channel cover is motors, meals, and mindsets. So we're big gearheads and love everything to do with the automotive industry, but we're also big foodies, and we'll talk a lot about that today. And then the mindset portion is really just an aspect of the podcast where we could invite business owners in and or other people who had businesses or people that want to start businesses, and we can share our mindsets with each other and give advice to our audience, and really just be a blessing in each other's lives. So I'll start off by introducing myself, who I am, what I do. Again, Chris with Platinum Auto Concierge. I've been in the automotive industry for 10 years. I went to UTI, graduated that program, and spent the next 10 years after that chasing in the automotive industry money, like we all do. We worked for Honda, BMW. I ran an independent shop, and then I worked very shortly at Toyota, and then I spent the majority of my career working with Land Rover. So as far as food goes, I'm a big foodie, big foodie. If anyone knows me, if you're watching, you know. I could probably say Asian food and Mexican food are probably my two favorite. And we'll talk about some of our favorites on today's episode because we're talking about food today. Figured out that's the best way to start. And as far as the mindset portion of our podcast, I really want to, get a chance to chat with you so you can see my mindset on today. It'll be food, but overall, my mindset, because I'm so young, is planning on shifting. Thanks to all the influences and of course mentors in the business. So without further introduction, I'd like to introduce my buddy Rob. He's our shop director here at Platinum Auto Concierge. Let's give him a round of applause, Mr. Rob. So Rob, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself? Just kind of talk briefly about who you are, where you came from, what kind of food you like, and a little bit about your business mindset.
Well, I mean, people that know me, I'll say that I've had many nicknames.
Oh man.
over the years. So as a kid, I had friends that would call me by my last name, but they would shorten it up, call me Rip, Ripley, Rob, Black Rob. Some of my closest friends would call me well, we ain't gonna get into that, but that's a little too much. but yeah, same guy. Been in the business for as long as I can remember. High school days, just kind of fell in love with cars. Maybe as a kid, hanging around my dad, because he worked on cars and stuff like that. So, but not really for a living, but he did dabble in a lot of different things. So, which that's probably a topic for another episode. But got a lot of talent from that guy. So blessed for that. But either way,
where you from? Where were you born?
Born in Manhattan, Harlem, Spanish Harlem.
Boricua, papi.
106th Street, uptown. Lived there briefly and moved to Queens. Started kindergarten, and that's where life just started to happen. So, Queens, New York, Rockaway Boulevard, 133rd.
What'd you grow up eating in that area? What was the spot to go to back then?
It's New York. Pick one.
I know, but for people who haven't been to New York, like I didn't go to New York till COVID 2020, and I thought I was like, I don't need to go to New York. And then when I got there, I was like, I don't know how I lived my entire life without being here.
Of course, but the thing about New York is you pick a food, and you're gonna find it, and you're gonna find it like overwhelmingly good. So, um, so as a kid, my mom would every Friday she would go to the fish store, fish market on Rockaway Boulevard, and she would buy fresh fish, cook it up. So that was my go to every Friday night.
What kind of fish? You remember?
She liked whiting.
Okay. Yeah.
Good fish.
Yeah.
Chinese guy, he cut it up, slice it up, gut it, but debone it, whatever. And it was good fish. So she'd do some grits, cornbread, traditional
Southern cooking, but
traditional
up north.
Southern, right? Because she was from South Carolina.
Okay.
So she brought that with her. And I mean, obviously Chinese food was always good. We had the Kennedy's Fried Chicken on Rockaway Boulevard. A lot of rap battles was going on up there.
Okay. Who was battling back in the day over there?
Oh man, so you had some of the greats. Panama P.I. was one of the.
Never heard of him. I'm gonna look him up.
He actually passed away a couple years ago, but shout out to him. We used to buy him chicken sandwiches just to hear him rap.
Wow.
That's how nice he was. So he was he actually did. I think he was on one of Onyx's features, like one of their songs.
Yeah.
But
he was just a freestyle rapper.
He was a freestyle
battle
rapper.
rapper.
He couldn't really put together an album.
Yeah,
because he was so good at the freestyling. Like it was just a little different. But good dude. Rest in peace to him. Obviously, you had the Lost Boys out there on the boulevard, but they was up on Guy Brewer mostly, Linden in the Van, and of course Rockaway Boulevard. So they, it was just just kind of a big collection of folks from different areas that came together and just did what we did, So, but it was cool. But I was always the car guy. Like that's what a lot of people knew me for, being into the cars and but everybody had they niche, so it was cool.
Yeah, and on the mindset aspect, right? Like you've had your business since were you 21 when you opened your first spot, or?
I want to say my daughter, I think she was just born. So I was about 23.
Got it. So what do you like as far as business mindset goes? Like how have you and your mind evolutionized from your first shop to now where your role today, your director here, the facility? Like, I mean, obviously you've learned a lot, and that's not really something that we don't want to go over with in the intro, but did you start off young and dumb like we all did and just kind of, had a good group of mentors that helped push you in the right direction? Or were you just kind of mentoring yourself, falling down and getting back up?
So we talked about this last week, but early on, like me and my best friend growing up, we always had this, I don't know if you want to call it ownership mentality, but, we were always like on that entrepreneurial type mentality, right? Like we did airbrushing for people. We went down to Chinatown in Manhattan and picked up some airbrush kits, and we both knew how to draw pretty good and like really good. And so we would draw the pictures on clothes, and then we would just airbrush the picture in.
What was your first business investment? Like how much money did y'all spend on this equipment? A couple $100 or?
Well, we didn't have much money because we were so young. So, but yeah, I mean, I would probably say a couple $100 or $100. So, back then that it kind of went a long way.
Yeah.
Because it was just a little airbrush nozzle with the little holes, and I forget what we used for air. But yeah, we did that, and it was pretty dope. Like the neighborhood was rocking with it, so we was like, yeah, all right, cool.
That was your foundation of just entrepreneurship,
right?
And like when me, I was selling candy. Like I started with a box of candy, $35, and no, I take that back. It was about $20, and I'd make about 35 to 40 bucks. So I'd pretty much make my investment back, and went about a laptop and stuff like that. But anyways, I think we all have like that first step, and maybe when we're so young, we really don't realize. Like, I mean, I don't know if that point in your life you realize, wow, here I am airbrushing people's clothes, and now 20 years later, I have one of the biggest shops in Central Florida working on some of the most expensive cars,
Every time I've always been an owner of whatever it was, or been in that mindset, it was always for the love of what we did first. And I've told people, even my old customers, I used to tell them all the time, like, I didn't, of course I have to pay bills, but I don't do this work for the money.
Mm-hmm.
The money is second. The work is first. That's where the passion is, right? Like, so if I can take something that's broken, take it apart and fix it, and it's back to working perfectly again, that's what gives me the satisfaction. When somebody gives me money for it, that
makes it even better.
That's just a bonus.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So now I can, when I realized that I had a skill with my hands, that's when it's like, okay, well, I could actually make money with this. And then we just ran with it. So whatever it was, whether it was the alarms and stereos, general maintenance, mechanic stuff, high performance mechanic stuff, and then all of that stuff transitioned into home repair, because any good mechanic that's good with his hands and
good with his mind and has like creativity, right? Like, I've literally remodeled two of my homes. So, and I do that for the fun. I would do that for a living if I could. Yeah.
But I'm at an age where I just want to kind of relax. But
sure.
Yeah, but yeah, it's cool. And I even have a friend that I grew up with. And here's the other thing, like we used to cut hair, right? So my friend Marvin from the hood lives in Austin, Texas.
Shout out Marv.
Yeah, big Marv. So Marv taught me how to cut hair. And so Marvin was like the neighborhood barber, right? From Guyana. And that's another thing about, like, maybe we'll get into that in another topic, but the cultures in New York, was so diverse. It was unbelievable. So,
yeah.
But he was from Guyana, and his mom knew how to sew. She taught her kids how to do certain things that would take them through life.
Yeah.
So me and Marvin in high school, he actually taught me how to drive a stick shift.
Wow.
On a stolen Hyundai. But
that was like your big brother back in the day.
Yeah, he was a couple years older than me, but he pulled up in front of my house one day with his stolen Hyundai. We never made it to school.
You're going to learn today.
We never made it to school, bro. He was driving all day with that thing.
Wow.
But yeah, anyway, not to incriminate myself, but yeah, so we had a shop class together, wood shop. And we had a lot of fun. We make little toolboxes and all sorts of weird stuff, right? Today in Austin, Texas, this guy is installing and custom fabricating cabinetry, right?
That's awesome.
Kitchen cabinets.
Yeah.
We try to get him on here at some point.
Yeah.
And I have another friend, grew up with from kindergarten. He was into the like coffee, barista stuff, right? I didn't know this until 2020. When my mother passed away, I went to go take care of that stuff, bury her and do all that. And so I went around and started looking for my friends. And he was just, as COVID was hitting, opening up his first official brick and mortar coffee shop. And now he's got 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think it just goes to show, like, when I was growing up, my mom always taught me, don't chase money, chase your passion, right? Yeah. If you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life.
Yep.
And, I met my dad just like 5 years ago, and same thing. He's like, don't do it for the money.
Yeah,
Just do it because this is what you love. And if you do that, money's just gonna follow behind it.
absolutely.
You know, like a lot of people who I guess kind of look up to me in the service industry, in the automotive realm. You know, I want to be an advisor like you. I want to be. It's like, well, why do you want to be an advisor? Oh, well, man, you know, you drive this car, you drive that, you make a lot of money. I say, but the reason why I have these things is not because I got this job and signed up for it because it made a lot of money.
Right.
Like this is what I went to school to do because I was like, you know what, I really like cars. And then my love only flourished more, and then my finances followed behind it. Like when I first started my YouTube channel, everyone was laughing. Oh man. And we grew it to over 1 million views on the channel, you know, 5,000-6,000 subscribers. But yeah, I think that you hit it kind of right on the spot with that. You really gotta be passionate about what you do. A lot of people that I think fail in businesses just get into businesses. Oh, I hear it's a good investment. I hear it's a good but like, how invested are you?
Right.
You know, like my pops has a restaurant, right? And we'll talk about that in this episode. But you know, he's the only guy cooking in there, and if someone is helping him and they don't look right, it ain't going out.
Right.
So and just like Rob, right? When Rob works on a car, like ain't no hands in the pot, you know. And until that car is 100%, it ain't gonna hit the road.
Nope.
So yeah, I think that's what passion leads to. Like we worked with guys that, you know, that would work on a car, ship it, and they knew, or didn't even care, that car, you know, the wheels were loose, or the brakes was loose, or you know, or there was no oil in the engine, you know. So and that's just because they got into the industry, and they were, I heard I could make a lot of money as a mechanic.
Well, I'm gonna touch on that, but before I do, I don't want to forget to plug my boy Nigel with Drip Coffee. But either way,
shout out Jerk Coffee. Jerk Coffee, where they at? Where they at?
Drip, all over Brooklyn, man.
Okay, so they in Brooklyn.
Yeah, all over.
He's Jamaican, I assume.
Nah.
What's the jerk?
Drip.
Oh, drip coffee. Sorry, not jerk.
Not jerk.
Drip coffee.
Yep.
Don't say jerk coffee. That's some spicy coffee.
Nah, we don't want that. It might be a new something. We don't want that.
Get the blood warm.
So, I mean, people talk about this stuff on their podcasts about the industry of the automotive, you know, like what you can make, you know, income, right? Automotive income. But people are being lied to.
Oh yeah.
And they know it. So like they're telling them, well, I had a case in point, guy at our last job, you know, told me he got into this because he was told that, well, flat rate, you can make double the pay for the time that you put in. And that might be true in some cases, but
requires a lot of skill.
Well, and some luck, because if you're in an area where you're the only game in town and people come into you for, you know, just because you're the only game in town, you're going to make money. But when there's options and you're not the best option, not going to be the case. So, you know, you have to, I guess, as someone looking for a job in that industry, you have to do your homework. That's something I didn't do, but I guess it's just because I hadn't worked, you know, in the work for people, so to speak, for a really long time. So when I got back into the job market, I was a little bit lost. So I took whatever. First thing that came, I was like, oh yeah, let's go. You know, but won't do that again. But and it's funny because like you talk to people that work at the dealerships about the fact that you had a business or that you're gonna go start a business or whatever the case is, and they always downplay it. Oh, you know, the grass ain't greener, blah blah blah. And I'm like, well, from someone with experience that has been in this game for so long, right? Been an owner for longer than, you know.
Longer than I've been living.
Right. So I'll say that when I had my shop, especially here in Florida, you know, I had a few in New York. We moved around a little bit, but I did a 6-year run in New York. But when I had the shop here in Florida, I went religiously. I took vacations, wife and kids, cruises, you know, you name it. We've been there, right? Like I'm tired of the Caribbean because on a cruise ship because we've done them all.
Mm-hmm.
You name the island, we've been on it. So we had a good run. So to say that you're gonna struggle is not true. As long as you're doing the right business, right? Like as long as you keep your heart pure, your mind strong, be consistent. You know, what we're doing here, we don't have like the walk-in, off the street stuff. We're just doing appointments only, which is nice. But for me, I had
Had a
walk-ins.
mixture of both.
I had walk-ins constantly, coming off the street because I was on the main road.
Mm-hmm.
So
This is your last gig, right?
the last shop, yeah.
Yep.
And but I had built such a clientele that I had people. Trained is not the right word, but I'll say I had people accustomed to the way I did business.
Yeah.
So I didn't let them dictate the situation. Because if you let them do that, then they'll run all over you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like they'll run you ragged. You won't see your family. You'll be in there on the weekends because people want what they want.
Yeah, of course.
That's just the bottom line. They want to be coddled. They want everything to be convenient for them. But it's got to be a compromise. I'll make it as convenient as I can. But at the same token, it has to be within these parameters, right?
Of course.
So, and that's going to be a big learning curve for yourself at some point, having a young family, just starting out. But it'll work out. We have a good plan of attack right now, so I think it's going to work out good.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. We're going to learn. We had as we're filming this, which should be uploaded within the next coming days, but we had a client come in and long story short, he provided his own part to modify the width or the stance of the vehicle. So pretty much he wanted to put spacers on it, and the company that sent him the spacers didn't send him the hardware. So now the car's been here for the entire week with no parts, and for I don't know, $100, $150 bill, we've wasted and had a huge liability with this car being here because it's a very rare, expensive car. And anyways, just been a big waste of time. And we try to advise them.
Well, it's not a waste of time, but it is a learning curve.
For sure.
Like I don't think it's because we didn't really.
Well, when I say waste of time, I feel like from the customer's point of view, it's like, man, I could have had my car back in one day.
Right.
But because I decided to go on my own, go get my own parts, now I'm stuck. Versus to had he maybe followed what we sent or what we advised, hey, why don't you try these out? They would have came with everything, because then that's the fight is the company is saying, oh, well, we don't provide the lug nuts.
But this is the problem with the internet. So people go on the internet and they say, well, I can get these spacers or this product for this amount of money.
Yep.
And then they look over here and they say, well, this one is $300 cheaper. So I'm going to go with these guys because why I got to spend all this money?
Yeah.
Well, over here, they've already been down this road. So they're providing you with everything you need, right?
For sure.
To get that job done.
And the quality.
And the quality is good.
Yep.
Fitment, everything is going to be perfect.
The other guys is more of an a la carte or, crappy, I guess quality of part, too. We get that. I don't know. I think, didn't you have that one Defender one time that the guy put those cheap spacers on? You remember that?
Still
Yeah,
have those
it's
spacers.
not fun, man. It's not fun. Don't cheap out on car parts, especially when you want to modify. Just listen to the experts, right? Like they've done it. I've done it for 10 years. Rob's done it for way longer. So he can point us and we can point you in the right direction. But
Well, the wheel spaces are tricky because you don't want to put cheap ones in there because if they break,
guess what's coming off?
you know what I'm saying? Like that's not something you want to skimp on.
Yeah,
So
I know.
but yeah,
We got to leave them learn. And then the process, again, like Rob said, like we're learning as well. So today's podcast is pretty much going. We like I said, here's our introduction. 30 minutes in, but this is what we're gonna do. You know, we're gonna get together. We're gonna talk, and we don't want to put a time limit on a good time and on wisdom. In today's wisdom, we're gonna be talking about food. So, the first topic that I kind of jotted down and thought of was because we're in Orlando. I'm gonna ask Rob first, and then I guess he'll ask me. What's his top three in Orlando? I'm talking. We're gonna say the greater Orlando because Orlando is so big. I feel like Orlando's from, I guess because I live in Davenport, I'm gonna throw Davenport in there, but it's pretty much from Kissimmee because a lot of people in Kissimmee like I'm in Orlando, and then it can. I feel like it pushes almost all the way to Sanford. You know, like that's still considered Orlando, kind of, but it isn't. You know, so but we're gonna use a broader view of, and and that way we could fit more restaurants in that mix.
We call it Central Florida.
Central Florida, the greater Central Florida.
Yeah.
So what you got? What's your top three, Rob? Let's start with number 3.
I don't want to put them in no order.
Come on, they want to hear the order.
And I have more than 3, really.
We're gonna pick 3. 3 that okay, let's do it like this. This is what I do. So I got family coming in.
Categorize this thing because there's Asian food.
I know, but let's do it like
Jamaican
this.
food.
If you was gonna spend one day in Orlando, okay, just one day, or you have friends coming in for one day, and they're like, "Yo, take me to the spots." What spots you taking them to?
Definitely a Brazilian steakhouse, like Texas de Brazil.
But that's everywhere though.
Okay,
they can have that everywhere. Let's talk about something you can have in Orlando only. Like they can go to Miami, they can go to LA, they go to New York, they can get Texas. But what about something you can only get here? Like 3 spots. Like, yo, take me breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or however you want to put it. But pick 3 spots. That's just gonna be like, because I got some spots that I'm gonna mention that when my family comes to town, they're like, hey, soon as we land, we're going right there. You know?
I mean, I can say my favorite ice cream place is in DeLand.
That the one we drove by yesterday? What was that place called? Roosters?
Rodeo Whip.
Rodeo Whip.
I mean, that's definitely on the list.
Yeah. So Rob got a small, and I'm gonna Rob text me that picture. I'm gonna put a picture up of what his small looked like. He said, "What did you say, Rob? You ate the top portion of it?"
I ate the one scoop, and I had to freeze the other scoop with the cone.
I ain't never had no frozen cone. But apparently he said the ice cream's so good that he didn't even put it in a bag. He just threw it in the freezer right on top of whatever, the hash brown bags or something.
Still was good. Now, I mean, they got this one flavor called garbage pail. Bro.
Crazy?
It's got everything in it.
And is it good?
Snicker bar.
Ooh.
You name the candy is in it.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Chocolate candy, I assume.
Well, any candy like Reese's Pieces.
Okay, yeah, but chocolate stuff.
All of that.
All right, so we got ice cream.
Yeah.
So you're gonna take them to dessert. What are the 2 spots you're gonna take them to?
The cheesecake spot is off the chain too. Was that
Cheesecake Chinos? Shout out Cheesecake Chinos. We've been over there.
Churro cheesecake. That's what they call
The
it.
one that you had,
Churro.
or the company?
That's the name of the spot.
No, Chinos. Cheesecake Chinos.
No, it's churro. Look it up. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna look it
I
up.
ride past it every weekend.
All right, I'm gonna look it up right now.
Man.
Cheesecake Chinos. I've confirmed it. I was right, Rob.
All right, whatever.
It's written in cursive. It's been a while since he wrote cursive, so I'll give him that. But yeah, shout out Cheesecake Chinos. We went there. Actually, I sent Rob on Instagram maybe like a month, maybe about a month ago now.
About a month ago.
I sent it to him because I saw it was in DeBerry. He lives in DeBerry. And I was like, bro,
I had already
he already had it. Yeah, that's what the foodie life's about.
Crazy.
So shout out them. They have a great. My favorite one. We did the Oreo and we did the Dubai chocolate. That thing was crazy.
Yeah.
But those are both fire. So all right, he's clearly a sweet lover. So what's the last one gonna be? Because you don't giving us 2 dessert spots. I guess.
I mean,
I'm gonna take my people for dinner and then I'm gonna introduce you to them to take them for dessert.
If you go to downtown DeLand, it's Pat and Tony's.
Pat and Tony's. Okay.
It's a candy store. I mean, but they got ice cream in the back too. They probably hitting neck and neck with the ice cream with Rodeo Whip, but Rodeo Whip's been around forever and a day, so I got to put them at the number one spot.
Okay.
Then you got Manzano's.
Ooh.
These are all DeLand spots.
Oh man,
You got Manzano's. You got
that's number one.
the Thai spot. What's the name of the Thai spot in DeLand? Odom's.
Odom's. Oh, wait, that's the one. That's the one
in
at
Orlando too.
Okay.
They're the same owner.
Okay.
But yeah, shout out to Sam. Sam's actually in Thailand right now.
Nice.
Yeah, I heard that Saturday. Either way, but that's a good spot. There's
Hold on, but you can't just skip by Manzano's.
no, I'm putting Manzano's.
Okay, but you just said Manzano's and then you went to the Thai spot. But let's talk about Manzano's real quick.
Yeah, let's talk
Okay.
about it.
So I just had some this morning, by the way. So Rob put me on, right? And anyone watching, like friends and family, y'all know I don't eat sandwiches. That's just not my thing, right? Every time everyone wants a sandwich, I'm like, really? Like that's not even food. That ain't even food, right? But Rob, we went to deliver a client's car to their house, and he was like, I'm gonna take you to the sandwich spot. I'm like, oh God, here we go, another sandwich spot. But he said pastrami, so I was excited. So we pull up to this spot in DeLand. It's a hole in the wall, right? Right in downtown DeLand, right?
Yep.
Right on this little corner. And I mean, I'm
Indiana.
6'4". I'm pretty much touching the ceiling of this place. It's very small, but the line was damn near out the door. Okay. These fools import the bread. I don't know if it's on a weekly basis, daily basis, every other day, but their bread is crazy. And they pretty much close after they sell out. And they're only open 11 to 2. But I'll tell you, this sandwich spot changed my life on how I view sandwiches. And they set the bar up here. So anyone that's going to try to compete with them or say they got a good sandwich, they got to go up against Godzilla because they doing it different.
Shout out to my boy Chris.
Yeah, man. He's man, I'm a fan of him. He's back there with his headphones on. He's just making sandwiches left and right. The line don't stop. The bread is so crazy. The meat to bun ratio, the fresh ingredients. He shaves the lettuce differently.
Oh, yeah.
He shaves the onions differently. I mean, when we say we're foodies, these are the details that we're talking about. I had the up and smoke sandwich. So did my wife. Dude, that smoked turkey, boy. In fact, the first time I had it, that Rob took me, that first time, I took some to my boy Gus the next day, and they were tweaking. We got to go. When they live in Davenport, okay, and this is in DeLand. For those of y'all that aren't from here, that's over an hour drive. And they were like, yo, we got to go to that spot.
Got to go.
Because it was just unbelievable. And they got that. What is it? The Cajun mayo or Chipotle mayo or something? I think it's Cajun mayo.
Spicy mayo.
Spicy mayo. Bro, I was licking my fingers. And the sandwiches are like 18 inches.
Gargantuan.
Yeah, they're huge. You cannot eat one by yourself. You're going to have some now. You're going to have some later. You're going to have some tomorrow.
That's it.
Because, man, he does a good job. So shout out Chris, Manzano's. This is, by the way, these restaurants, this isn't paid advertising. Nah. This is purely our opinion. And our opinion is never laced financially. We're never going to tell you how to go to the spot because they're sponsoring us. Not our thing.
Unless Chris want to give me a free sandwich,
right?
Whatever.
Right? He gonna be. Hey, Chris, let's work something out, bro. Come on. So Manzano's, the Thai spot, and you picked 2 dessert spots. So you got 4 spots.
Yeah.
It was 3. What happened to 3?
Well, I picked Pat and Tony's. That's the 3rd dessert spot. So,
and all right, give me one more food then. You got 3 dessert, 3 food. I'm gonna do the same then. Let's keep it going like that.
I mean, because food is broad. So you got pizza. Like my favorite pizza spot is Goodfellas. Pizza.
Hold up.
Besides your pops.
All right.
I put your pops above Goodfellas.
All right. So then, can you reword that again? Rephrase that?
Well, because that just happened.
That just happened. You're right.
This week.
You're right. You've been having Goodfellas for too long.
Too long, bro.
Too long.
So, yeah, but your pops is definitely a top favorite on that.
We'll talk about him later.
Let's see.
So you got
the breakfast spot I like to go to in Lake Mary. It's pretty good, but you don't like them. Peach Valley.
Oh, man.
But that's the Lake Mary one. The Lake Mary one is great. The one over
Don't
here.
go to the one in Winter Park. That
It's
place is
trash.
terrible.
It's trash.
I wouldn't eat there if they paid for it.
Yeah. There's a broken egg, but we don't really go there.
You know, while we're talking about Peach Valley real quick, you know, business owners, if you guys are going to open up another location, I think it would serve your business and serve your clientele, right? The decency to provide the same level of service as your first location at your second. Because it always happens, right? That, oh man, yeah, no, the first spot was better. The OG spot is better. Or wherever the owner's cooking is better. I know it's hard to train people to a specific standard, but man, if you can't replicate a clone of what you got, why are you opening another spot? McDonald's, they have a million of them around the world. And they obviously, you know, you can have good days and bad days, but it's consistent. I think consistency is the key to being king of the food. So what was that other spot you said, Rob?
Which one?
You said Peach Valley, and then you said another one, that little breakfast spot. Oh, another broken egg.
Yeah, they all right. We don't really go.
We don't
there
need
a
all
lot.
right. We need what they gonna come to town. So long story short, if you bring a friend to town, you're gonna take them to Manzano's in the morning.
No, not in the morning. Definitely not in the morning.
Well, they open at 11.
Right.
It's kind of the morning, late morning.
That's a lunch spot.
All right, so take them to lunch there.
Breakfast.
We're gonna take them to Peach Valley. It's pretty much based on your answers. We're gonna take them to Peach Valley for breakfast.
I don't know, man.
Come on, well, you spitting out random names here. You just giving out free promo.
Because I'm trying to think. Like, so I'm a simple guy. Like, to be honest with you, like Bravo's.
Oh,
I'll go to Bravo
We'll
in the
talk about
morning
them.
and get, you know, a cafe con leche with
Yep.
you know, some toast.
quesito, a little quesito.
Yeah, you know, like, and it's cheap. You could
Mm-hmm.
go in there and spend $5 and be
Shout out Bravos. We actually work on their cars here.
absolutely
Shout out Caesar and
Yeah.
Michael Verdes. Those are good clients of ours.
good peeps. But yeah, Bravos be hitting different. Let's see. You got me on my heels right now. So like in Orlando, we've hit up,
Every spot.
yeah. I mean, we got the
I mean,
Thai
we're
spot.
missing some, but we pretty much got them all.
We don't even know the name of the Thai spot we was at today, but that's our all-time favorite.
CM Garden, right next to the Volvo dealer.
It's crazy.
Anyone that's been, they'll tell you
Yeah,
that place it's in my top
Insane.
Thai period.
insane. And the prices are great.
Yep,
You know,
little hole in the wall spot.
little hole in the wall. You got the authentic. You got grandma in the back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, throwing it down.
Spring rolls is crazy, crazy.
Yep. And to be honest with you, like the big box places, they don't do it for me no more.
Big box. What do you mean by that?
You know, the big brand name stuff.
Chili's.
Not even Chili's. That's trash. But you talk about like even what's the one we went to with the basketball dude?
Oh,
What was that?
PF Chang's.
PF Chang.
Terrible.
Terrible.
I tried to warn him, but
The
my
rice
boy,
was
my boy,
watery.
yeah, James Feldine. Shout out James, man. He didn't listen, man. Even he said it was terrible.
Yeah. So
They've gone downhill, downhill. I heard back in the day that was a spot you would
Yeah.
take a shorty to impress. Like
Oh.
that was a step above.
Oh, yeah.
Chili's and Fridays and right all this stuff. So yeah, they've gone downhill, man.
Cheesecake Factory is still keeping it tight. You know, you can go there for breakfast.
They got a good cheesecake, and actually I really like I think it's called the honey truffle chicken. That place is just crazy.
Go there for lunch.
Yeah,
brunch.
yeah. I just think the Cheesecake Factory menu's way too big, son.
What's
You
that?
don't know what to get.
Yeah, the menu's too big.
They got I think the only thing, I guess, looking at it from a business owner standpoint is how do you keep all this food fresh, you know?
That's the problem.
That's the scary thing.
But their pancakes are pretty good.
Oh, I haven't had no pancakes there. Really?
Yeah.
They do that breakfast or
Yeah.
we'll learn something new? All right. So
let's see. The Italian spot on right there on
Maitland?
Maitland, yeah.
Oh, you're talking about Antonio's.
Antonio's.
Yeah, the little downstairs deli we be hitting up.
That spot's
Yeah, they're a great spot. The dinner
legit.
apparently is crazy. We haven't been there for dinner.
Well, you gotta get dressed up for that.
Yeah, ain't nobody want to get dressed up. I'm trying to be naked. All right. Yeah, that's a good spot. Yeah, but you're giving them all away too quickly. We gotta leave a little bit for the next episode for the people to come back.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're gonna get all the game in one episode.
Well, I mean, nah, there's plenty.
There's too many.
Yeah, it's too many.
We can't miss.
We didn't even get into the burger spots. You know what I mean?
What's your number one burger though? Number one burger. Think about that. In like right greater Central Florida.
Honestly, I don't know the name of the spot. Burger took me there.
Oh, this is the one you've been telling me about.
A little smash burger spot.
Was it Poppy Smash Burger by chance? Does that ring a bell?
That's downtown.
Yeah.
I went there.
Yeah,
This place kills them.
Yeah. Okay.
Kills them.
Huh.
It's a little food truck. Yeah, it's
we
like
gotta find that spot.
in the parking lot.
We used to get some good cow and cheese when cow and cheese first opened.
Yeah.
Then they went downhill, man. When you smash the burger, don't smash it till it's paper thin. Like you gotta
then they
leave a
burn
bite and juiciness to the texture of the burger. You know.
Burn the shit out of it.
Yeah, they burn it too. I don't know what they're doing. They fell off, but they used to be good. Rob spat out like 10 different spots and 10 different kinds of foods, which fair enough. Kind of hard to pick 3 without really picking a genre of 3, but I just wanted to go off 3. So,
Cooking with Kim.
Oh, there you go. Giving it away. Giving it away. All right. I'm gonna pick my 3. So my number 1 restaurant. Actually, let me start with number 3.
What about the girl with the collard greens at the gas station?
That's another video, son. We actually, you know what we should do? So, as a part of some of our food podcasts, we should pack up and go.
Yeah.
And be like, yo, we're filming this podcast. We're here live with you. You know, we'll bring the mic and you know, just kind of and give these small businesses too a chance for exposure because they deserve it.
You could drink these collard greens.
Oh yeah. And you know, crazy part is they don't even got no meat in them.
None.
No meat. But she does do barbecue, and the barbecue is actually pretty fire too. So yeah, you got to hit her up. We gonna get her info. We gonna do a video. We might as well bring her over there. Bless her game.
Oh yeah.
So my top 3. Let's go. Number 3. I'm gonna start with man. Number three. You can see this isn't scripted. I'm gonna go the opposite way. Because I know my number 1. So my number 1 spot to go to is Sato Sushi on Sand Lake. That spot is crazy. I haven't taken Rob. He's not really much of a sushi guy because
you don't know that,
bro. He's allergic to shrimp. He's allergic to crab. He's allergic to lobster. Though. So you know, but I got to take him though because there's some dishes like that crispy spicy tuna, crispy rice. Bro, you ain't ready for that.
I love sushi.
We how many sushi restaurants have we been to together?
We ain't been to none.
We've been to one. Remember that one trash spot right there on Orlando Ave, the little bento box? That was terrible.
Yeah, it's terrible, but I get it from Odom's.
Okay. But Odom's is a Thai spot. This is my controversy is Thai food is not sushi.
What about Amora?
That's Japanese. Who?
Amora.
I don't know.
Lake Mary.
Okay, I haven't been to there.
They're pretty famous. They used to be really, really good. Now they're just expensive.
Okay.
But I would rather go to Odom. Because his sushi.
I'm gonna take you to Sato. We gonna meet up there. And I'm gonna put you on with the good stuff. Mm-hmm. The spicy tuna crispy rice is crazy. Their KFC chicken wings, Korean fried chicken, they throw it in this gochujang sauce. It's crazy, son. It's probably some of the best wings I've ever had. And then they have a bunch of good rolls, you know, individually that are awesome as well. But so that's got to be my number 1. In fact, even when my father-in-law comes to town, he's like, y'all can do whatever y'all want, but before I go back to Cali, we gotta go to the sushi spot. Shout out my father-in-law, D. Ray. You know I love you. That's my number 1. Man, my number 2 spot that I'm gonna place in Central Florida that we gotta go to because I'm Puerto Rican. I'm gonna throw. Actually, nah, man. I'm sorry. I can't do it for the culture. My second spot, and this is Rod probably gonna be mad because I'm gonna steal too many spots. But my second spot's got to be the freaking Mills Market, bro.
Oof.
Mills Market is crazy because you have so much variety, and because I'm a foodie, I like going to Kai Kai Barbecue and grabbing some of that garlic fried rice with that cucumber salad. It's crazy. Then you go next door and get you a lemongrass or a Kai Kai pork banh mi, and then you go next door to them and you get the onigiri. You go across the way, you get the Japanese curry. I mean, there's just so many different things all in one place that when I go, I'm just like, let me get some here, let me get some there, versus to just going to one